What is up, everybody? Welcome back. Welcome back to Fandom United Live. Gio Ramos here, aka Insider Gio. I hope all of you are having a beautiful Wednesday. You are halfway through the work week. And so don't give up. The end is near, at least for this week. And yeah, it's going to be a fun show this week. I'm going to be joined by Keith Barnes here shortly, and we're going to continue our Marvel discussion that we were having last week because I feel like there was a lot of things that were left unsaid. We didn't talk about Kang and how Marvel could possibly handle that character's exit. Talk more Deadpool and Wolverine. It's breaking records at the box office, and just digest the movie more. You know, I mean, aside from Dune Part Two, this really is the blockbuster of the year right here. Deadpool and Wolverine. You know, I've said it many times. The box office is proving that the speed, the rate that it's climbing and getting to that $1 billion box office gross is just nothing short of impressive. Even by Marvel standards, it's impressive. Star Drew, damn it, Geo changed the dates again. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I'll let Keith explain why we are going today and not tomorrow. I'll let Keith explain that one. So can't wait for him to show up here. I just texted him and he's setting up right now. So yeah, I appreciate you though. I appreciate you, Star Drew, always. You know I do. All right. So before Keith gets in, I'm going to talk about something here and s- try not to lose my temper. um damn guys, I really thought we were friends. Huh? I thought we were friends. I thought we got past the whole toxicity and all that kind of stuff now. But here I am on social media earlier today, and I see this heartbreaking news, at least heartbreaking for me. And if you know me, you know that this is totally, something that you would expect from me. So, according to what's on Netflix, Netflix has reportedly quietly shelved the planned Army of the Dead sequel movies and the prequel animation series Lost Vegas. Now, in case you need a bit of a refresher, Army of the Dead came out in 2021. It had a limited release on Netflix. I'm sorry, in theaters, but it also debuted on Netflix. Starred Dave Batista, and he played the lead role where he led a group of, um, you know, uh, mercenaries and people heist team to go and steal money from Las Vegas, and not everything turned out the way they expected. And everyone from that who watched that movie remembers the zombie tiger, right? The zombie tiger, one of the more badass designs, ideas that Zack Snyder has done. But this right here, unfortunately, is if it's true, because I'm not seeing this from Variety or the Hollywood Reporter and any of the major trades. But if this is true right here, and Netflix has shelved pretty much everything Army of the Dead related, that is a damn shame. That is a damn shame. And I get it, right? Rebel Moon, okay, for a lot of people was a huge disappointment. Okay, they had their opinions about it, and trust me, when it comes to Zack Snyder, they make it known on social media. Okay, um, but if I had to pick between Rebel Moon franchise and Army of the Dead franchise, which one would I keep? I would 100% keep Army of the Dead. I would 100% keep that. I really enjoyed Army of the Dead. It got a lot of favorable reviews from online movie pundits and whatnot. Critics kind of went back and forth on it, but for the most part, people found it enjoyable. Okay, you can't go wrong with the Zack Snyder zombie flick. And then, if you remember, about 2 years later, I believe there was a spinoff movie called Army of Thieves, and it was based on the Dieter character who cracks the safe. He was one of the more standout characters in Army of the Dead. Army of Thieves released, people enjoyed that. People were like, okay, that was pretty good. And the way it tied into Army of the Dead at the end, um, wanted to see more. I expected to see more. But of course, Zack Snyder, was running on a high, took this opportunity to do a project that he has been working on for over a decade. People seem to think that Rebel Moon was actually um, a Star Wars pitch that he did to Lucasfilm. While Zack Snyder did talk to Lucasfilm, um, he had this movie pretty much before any of those talks began, before the idea of or the opportunity of Star Wars was even on the table. Of course, everyone who saw Rebel Moon let it be known that it's a ripoff. It's all these things. Basically, it's cheap Star Wars and whatnot. Um, I won't get into all that, but Zack Snyder, he was very passionate about it. He chose to do Rebel Moon instead of Army of the Dead 2, which he titled Planet of the Dead. So, of course, Army of the Dead gets shelved, Army of the Dead 2, and the animated spinoff series. Rebel Moon comes out, and I still don't agree with this to this day. You guys know I'm a big Zack Snyder fan, big defender. I think that guy gets a lot of hate. I love that he unapologetically makes his movies and doesn't regret it at all. You know what you're getting from Zack Snyder, but whether it's his fault or Netflix's fault, the decision should have been release the R-rated versions of Rebel Moon. Those should be the versions that are released, right? That was the whole thing about Zack Snyder was these studios, these big studios, for whatever reason, would require him to cut his movies down. And what we got in the theatrical versions of the movies was not the same movie on the director's cut, the Ultimate Edition, the Snyder cut, whatever you want to call it. And so, to me, that was, if you're asking my opinion on this whole, what caused the PG-13 versions to get released and later the R-rated versions, which backfired, by the way. Hence why I'm talking about this report. But if you're asking me what caused that, it's Netflix. It's Netflix looking at the whole Snyder Cut movement and how that movement was and all the hype it got and over 1 million tweets with the hashtag and all that kind of stuff. And they wanted to duplicate that. But what they don't understand is while Zack Snyder's fans love him and will support everything that he does and will give their honest opinions, a lot of times more favorable, the Snyder Cut Justice League was a number of circumstances that all happened clearly for a reason. I mean, you talk about his daughter's passing, Warner Brothers, how they've handled the DC IP around that time, and just the whole movement behind Zack Snyder and also DC characters. Okay, Batman, Wonder Woman, Superman, like all the ingredients were there, and give the Snyder fandom credit because they were right on that. They were right on it. The Snyder cut turned out to be infinitely better than Justice League theatrical version. Okay. And so Netflix saw that and was like, no, we're gonna push the R-rated ones aside. We're gonna release these versions first, and then later on you get your R-rated versions. And man, if he would have released those R-rated versions first with the numbers that it got, the PG-13 version, would we be having this discussion right now? Probably not. Probably not. But regardless, there it is right there. It's unfortunate. Assuming it's true. No Army of the Dead sequel. Las Vegas, which I did see some concept art of, is not happening. And I don't know what's going to happen with Zack Snyder and his feature with Netflix. I know he has Twilight of the Gods, which is a Norse mythology project that he really wants to work on. I know he's talked about doing a smaller movie that doesn't have much VFX and or hardly any VFX. I'm talking about like a small movie, and maybe that's what Zack Snyder needs to do. Um, yeah, so there it is, right there. Hopefully, you weren't too excited about Army of the Dead because you'll probably be disappointed. So that's that. Let me bring in my buddy here, Mr. Keith Barnes. What's going on, man?
What's up, man? What's happening?
How are you?
Technical difficulties again. Sorry, I'm getting
Technical
into it.
difficulties. Oops.
But yes, doing good. Doing good now. Another hot day in the capital today. Hopefully, it's looks like it's gonna be cooling down in the next few days. So that's gonna be good.
Yeah, yeah, I'm on vacation right now in Sacramento, and I've just been
Mhm.
sweating my ass off. I'm just, man,
Uh,
it's just hot every day. Oh
yeah,
God,
it's a time of
it's
year here. You know, it's
terrible.
just how it is. But
Yeah,
in the valley. But, yeah, no, I'm doing pretty good otherwise. Watching the Olympics, watching the all the goings on in the Olympics. Keeping up with that.
good man. Simone Biles is killing it, of
Yes.
course, and we all Noah Lyles, the track race. The
Yeah.
wanted by a hair,
One of the
man.
closest, dude. That was crazy. How close that was.
It's
Yeah.
just and a lot of us learned for the first time that when it comes to Olympic track and field,
Mhm.
it's all about the torso passing the finish line and
Yeah.
not the
Not their
foot,
foot or head or
not the
feet or what.
hand.
Yeah. You got it. You got it. You got to do
Okay,
that. See him do the.
you can't Pixar cars it, okay, and stick your tongue out. No, when it comes to Olympic track and field, it's all about the
Right.
torso. The torso has
Yeah.
to pass the finish line. So
Yeah.
wow.
He did it at the
Uh,
last possible second, like the last possible fraction of a second. Crazy.
yeah, and the Olympics is kind of getting me through this time where football. I
Hmm.
mean, the Hall of Fame game happened, but it hasn't started yet. Like the season. We got some preseason coming up, which is exciting. Basketball is done, but then you have the USA Olympics basketball, and so I'm thankful we have the Olympics. It's
Right.
kind of keeping us entertained.
Oh, I love it. I've always loved the Olympics, and my kids love it. It's big in our house. We do summer and winter. We're both big fans of
Yeah.
the events, the sports. I know it's a lot of stuff behind the
Hey,
scenes, but it's
the
a lot of fun.
next 2028 Olympics in LA.
I'm curious to see how that goes.
And we're in Sacramento,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Are we gonna try and make the drive down? What? That's gonna be
Oh my
madness,
god,
dude. It's just
LA will be a nightmare. It
LA was
already
gonna be a
is. Yeah,
nightmare,
I
man.
knew.
Oh, jeez. You better build more freeways. Shoot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, all the water. Been fighting over water for decades in California. Imagine
Shoot.
just the 2 weeks how that's gonna go. So
Mm-hmm.
we'll see. That'll be fun. But yeah, listen, the USA men. I don't know if you're watching the men's basketball. They're looking good. The chemistry is crazy on this team. Like this is really fun to watch. I always loved USA basketball, men and women. This team's been really fun to watch. They got a tough test tomorrow against Nikola Jokic, three-time MVP, and
Yeah. I
Serbia. But
I think Jokic will be more invested in this one because, he's playing for his country and
mhm.
you know, yeah, that whole thing. All
Right.
right. Well,
Anyway, did I just
before
see?
we
So, just
what's
real
up?
quick. So no Army of the Dead. No sequel to Army of the Dead. It's a good one. I love. That's the one I really liked. So they gave him two Rebel Moons and only one Army of the Dead. That's disappointing.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's not good, but it's an instant reaction to Rebel Moon and how that performed. Um,
Which
yeah,
is,
just
but Army of the Dead was good. Like people, I don't remember. I think people were kind of Well, positive on that, right? Mostly kind of.
Oh yeah, Army of the Dead. Yeah, that one
Yeah,
had favorable reviews. Of course, you're always gonna have people who are just like, no matter what, Zack Snyder is not their cup of tea.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
which is what it is. But yeah, so that's not happening. And
No, I missed it. Did you say now? Did you watch either Rebel Moon yet? Or
I have not. I'm gonna watch it this weekend.
well, you're gonna
It-
watch the new ones, right?
well, yeah. So it's not exactly a movie that you can play around family, and whatnot.
Yes.
So
Well, I guess yeah. The R-rated one, I guess.
the R-rated, yeah, no,
Yeah.
you can't. And that's the one I've been waiting for. That's the one I want to see. So, um,
Really
yeah.
quick,
So
Star Drew, that shocked me. I was shocked that Canada lost. Not that France was really good. I was watching that game last night. I'm surprised they lost. I think Canada got caught looking ahead to playing the U.S. in the final, and they got blitzed by the home team. So talking basketball, you might watch. Yeah, but, yeah, I was stunned by that. So, anyway,
I another thing I saw this morning that really I found interesting. Let's check out this trailer. It's from Steven Soderbergh, who directed Traffic, the Ocean's movies, um, Magic Mike, of course, and
Logan Lucky.
Logan Lucky. He has a horror movie coming out, and it's described as a movie that's from the perspective of the evil entity. And so it's a first person, but from the point of view of the demon or whatever is haunting
Hmm. All right.
the characters. So here it is. Presence.
Hmm.
And that's it.
I don't know what it is, but I'm in.
That's your teaser trailer, huh?
Yeah. All right. Told from the perspective of the entity, supernatural entity. Okay, that's interesting. That can't be the first time
Interesting.
someone's thought of that. We've never had some.
I can't think of a time when that's been done before.
That's crazy. Yeah. Soderbergh's the right guy. He's a real auteur, man. He's full on classic filmmaker, director.
Oh
Shoots his own
yeah.
stuff. He shoots his own stuff. He usually does his own cinematography usually. So can't wait to see that. But all right.
Has he tackled horror before?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of that in my head. I was trying to go through in my head, and I don't think so. I don't think so.
Mhm.
It's a bunch of heist movies, obviously, Logan Lucky, Ocean's movies. There's one on Max a few years ago too, kind of set like in the '60s. I can't remember what it's called.
Oh, was it like a
Uh,
show?
no, it's a movie. Movie. Don
Mhm.
Cheadle, Brendan Fraser's in it. I think Sebastian Stan was in it. I think. Uh,
Steven
Stuck
Soderbergh.
through it
Let's
one night. I
see.
can't remember what it's called. It was on HBO Max at the time. Maybe 3 years ago, maybe.
It's not Logan Lucky.
Yeah.
No sudden move.
A sudden move. Yeah. Apparently that was very good. I need to finish it.
Has a 92. Oh, he
Yeah.
got Del Toro back. Okay.
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
Julia Fox. What?
Yeah. The
How,
cast is
how did I
loaded. Yeah.
how did I miss this?
Heard it's really good. I know, right? That's the same thing. I saw it like a year ago. Like I said, I started to watch it. I just didn't finish it late at night.
No
Apparently, it's
Sudden
very good.
Move.
Yeah,
Hour and 55 minutes. It's a crime thriller. Look at that cast right there. Yeah,
yeah,
Brendan
right.
Fraser.
Yeah, yeah. Noah Jupe. That's right. Yeah, apparently it's really good. So Matt. Oh well, I might spoil. I think Matt Damon might be. Isn't it? That might be a spoiler.
Did you just spoil it for us? Matt
I
Damon's
hope
in the
not.
movie?
Well, he's the cameo king, so that shouldn't be too much. And he's a
Right.
Soderbergh guy too, so that shouldn't be that big a surprise. But no, he's one of my favorites. He's one of the best of all time. He doesn't get enough. He's not overly flashy. He doesn't do a whole lot of big budget stuff. So, but like all his movies are pretty good. At worst. So yeah, he did that remake to Solaris. He did that. That was really good.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it's crazy because this there's nothing in this teaser, but I'm intrigued. I don't even know what's going on.
Yeah, it's very curious, it's that, and that's what you got to do with horror movies. You got to get creative, like I'm talking It Follows type of creativity, where
Yeah,
it's just something that you have to watch, and hopefully it doesn't have too many cheap scares, and
yeah,
stuff like that,
yeah.
but it is Steven Soderbergh we're talking about, so you
Well, listen,
know uh
I went and saw, and maybe we can talk about it later, but I went and saw the new M Night Shyamalan movie Trap on Sunday.
yeah,
And
talk about that real quick.
that's okay.
So Keith, you watched Trap,
Yes.
the latest M Night Shyamalan flick here. By now everyone should know what M Night Shyamalan is, okay, and hit or miss as a director, um, known for his twists, reveals, especially early on in his career. Um, the last one I think I actually liked was Split. I mean, we all remember that one with James McAvoy, where it turned out to be in the Unbreakable universe. But you saw this movie starring Josh Hartnett and I guess M. Night Shyamalan's daughter, if I'm not mistaken, oldest daughter, as a singer. So take it away. Expectations, what'd you think? How was the audience?
How was the audience? It was fullish. I mean, it might have been half, maybe a little more than half the theater that I went to. Um, a lot of expectations wise, because I'm like you, like he's like so many things now. He's hit or miss. I know he had a stretch where his first three out of the gate were all home runs, and then he kind of had a dip. Although I've turned around on The Village. I hated The Village at first, um, and then over the years, actually done full 180 on the movie. I think it's really great. Um, but yeah, Split was good. I actually on our other channel, I got challenged to watch the the Visit.
Oh, yeah. What'd
Which
you think of
I at first I was kind of like, I don't know, um, but because the performances are all really good. After I thought about it some more, you can see me go through. Listen, if you go back and watch on the Apocalypse Movie Channel, Movie Watching Challenge, you'll see me go go through a journey just in talking about it. But I wound up. I think that movie was actually really good. That was good. So I like to visit. Um, and then I didn't see the one with Drax. What's that one? It came out last year. Drax,
Oh,
Dave Bautista.
Knock Knock.
Knock something. Yeah, knock the cabin. Something about the cabin.
Knock
Knock on the cabin.
Knock on
Yeah,
the Cabin.
something like that. Yeah. So I didn't see that one.
Knock Knock
But,
was the Keanu Reeves movie where
oh,
he
with the
gets
two girls.
abducted by
That's right.
the two
Yes.
gorgeous ladies. Oh, poor
I
him. Yeah. Oh,
know, right?
yeah.
I
Knock
heard
at
that
the
was pretty good.
Cabin.
But yeah, knock at the cabin. Okay, yeah. And then he had one earlier this year that I meant to go see with Dakota Fanning. Um,
Now, wasn't that his daughter that made
oh,
the
you're
movie,
right.
and he
His
was
other daughter,
a executive producer or something like
producer. You know what? You're right. Yes, his daughter, not the one that's his other daughter, not the one that's in Trap, but yeah, his other. I think you're right. So yeah, you're right. You're right. I think Rodan maybe. This one. That said, I know the big thing is, what's the twist? What's the big twist? Everybody's waiting for the big twist.
Well, he revealed it in the trailer, right?
Of this one, of Trap.
Yeah.
No,
That basically the concert is an undercover operation to finally catch him.
well, that's the premise of the movie.
Oh, okay.
That's not the twist at all. See, that's like because that's established almost from the beginning. It's in. You're right. That's in the trailer, but that's and then they say it in the movie. Um, this one is. I thought it was. I see it's getting bashed by a bunch of people. I thought this movie was pretty good. It kind of drags in the last 20 minutes or so. In that it's got multiple endings. It's like Lord of the Rings, Return of the King style. Like there's a couple points where, you think the movie's going to end here, and then something happens and it goes on, and you think it's going to end here, and then it goes on. So that's my only real negative. Um, uh, I do have another one, but it's a spoiler that I don't want to give away. But I will just say this, just to let everyone know, because you're gonna get mad if you're going in and expecting the big. There's no big crazy plot twist where like it's gonna turn the whole movie. Oh, I thought it was this, and it's actually this. It's not. So there is a reveal about why this is happening and why, because first thing I'm wondering is, okay, so they're holding this concert with this huge pop star,
Mm-hmm.
played by his daughter, just to catch this serial killer. So I'm like, because they got word, and the feds and the authorities got word that he's going to be there. My first question was, well, how do they know he's going to be at this concert? So that that's kind of the reveal of how that's kind of the big reveal. Um, and I won't say anything further about that. But the performances are really great. I thought Josh Hartnett was awesome. Um, I know at one point he was almost going to be Batman for Christopher Nolan.
Mm-hmm.
I guess he turned that down. Uh, but he's great. It was never a question because he's a kid, great character actor. He's kind of like this about 20 years ago, 20 plus years ago. He was kind of like this heartthrob kind of guy, and he didn't want to be a teen heartthrob big movie star. He's a real, he's a character guy. He's similar to Robert Pattinson. He's like an actor, and you see that in this movie. He's the serial killer in the movie. That's in the trailer.
Yeah.
And they're trying to catch him. And like I was on the edge of my seat the whole time, just trying to see how's he going to get out of this. And it's some of it is a little, some of it is quite silly and ridiculous, but it's intriguing. It's very tense. The tension's great. The suspense very suspenseful. He's trying to evade the authorities. He's trying to keep this, from his daughter. It's a weird thing where he's a complete psychopath, but he's also like a really good dad, and he's trying to, take his daughter to this concert because she loves this singer. Uh,
Yeah.
she knows all the songs. It felt like really being in a concert. The way it's shot and the way everybody's singing along to all the songs. The songs are all great. His daughter, not Shyamalan's daughter. I'm sorry, I don't have her name, but she's very good. Like I will actually go and listen to her music. I think it's actually really good. Um, so that was a big help too. Like that, and then she has some screen time a little later on in the movie, but it's very good. So I enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty good. Um, you know, and from what I understand, it didn't cost a whole lot. Apparently, he paid for it himself. Um, so his money, I guess. So I don't know. I thought it was pretty good, man. I enjoyed it. So I would definitely recommend it. If you got certainly, it's going to be on. If you don't want to go see it, it's okay. But certainly, it'll be on streaming probably in a month. Definitely go see it. I'll definitely watch it for sure. I would.
So Keith liked it. Keith enjoyed it. Wow, there we go.
I'm curious what our guy Jacob thinks.
Is it a movie that people should go out in the theaters and watch, or is it one that you can wait until
I mean,
rental?
if you don't have anything else to see, if you're, if you everybody's, obviously the juggernaut, well, no pun intended, the juggernaut right now is Deadpool and Wolverine. But if you've seen that already or you've seen it multiple times, you want to see something else, I would say go see that. Yes, I would definitely recommend. Because again, Josh Hartnett's really. There's some parts where, like I said, his performance is pretty. I don't know that he'll be nominated. I think he. I would. If I had a vote, I would definitely give him a vote because his performance. He's trying to play a person who's a complete psycho.
Mm-hmm.
That's trying to be normal, and it's kind of sometimes it's bizarre, sometimes it's uncomfortable to watch, but it's funny in times. Like it's, but I think it's pretty good. So I would say go see it if you can. It's not like as soon as it's on streaming, definitely watch it. It's definitely worth watching. Either.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much for sharing that, Keith, and giving your scoop here on
Mm-hmm.
M. Night Shyamalan. I'm curious. I kind of want you. No, you can tell me afterwards what
You want to know what
what
the thing
the
is?
yeah what the thing is. Yeah,
Sure.
just tell me afterwards. I don't want
Yeah.
to ruin it for anyone or
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. So yeah, we will wait to see what Jacob has to say about M. Night Shyamalan's latest flick because he enjoys it. He enjoys a good M. Night flick, and when he doesn't like it, he'll definitely tell you about it. All right, so let's move on now. Let's continue this Marvel discussion here because I well, first off, we had to cut it, but I feel like there was more that needed to be talked about with both Deadpool and Wolverine, and
Mm-hmm.
also
Uh,
the
Robert Downey stuff and
Robert Downey, also Kang. Kang,
mm,
I want to hear from you how let's talk about how they could possibly go about doing that. So if you haven't seen Deadpool and Wolverine by now, I mean the movie's been out. There's spoilers everywhere online from the moment the first showing to the public happened. So I don't know what to tell you, but um, it's funny, dude, because I go on social media, every other reel is like a freaking clip from the
yes,
movie. Yeah, there's like so many clips online of this movie that you actually feel like you watched the movie. But here's a nice photo from behind the scenes right there of everyone, the all the major cameos,
all right.
and man, just to be on that set, God, had to be a blast. Just everybody's having fun, and that's what it's all about right there, man. Especially for like
Yeah.
Wesley and Channing and Jennifer Garner,
Mhm.
of course Daphne Keane, but like, they're back. They're not just characters that are thrown in for nothing, they're given their flowers essentially.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
And for someone like Channing Tatum, it's an opportunity. So I thought that was great right there. Um,
They've
another
all been
behind the
posting.
scenes, huh?
Oh, that's a great photo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, so all of them have been posting some great stuff. Jennifer Garner posted some great videos of her training, working out,
Yeah,
talking about how she, obviously been sitting on this for a long time. As soon as she found out she was going to be Electra again, she started working out immediately. She posted a great video of her training, which is really cool. And training with the side blades and getting back into her character. That was really cool. Ryan Reynolds had a great post with him and Wesley showing photos of them back 20 years ago on Blade 3, Blade Trinity. And
there's
yeah,
the
yeah,
twirling right there. I mean, look at
yeah,
that skill right there.
right.
She's a natural.
She's great, man. That was really good. Very cool.
And there's Channing Tatum right here.
Yes. Yeah, right. Yes. And yeah, Channing Tatum also. Yep. Yeah, it's cool to see us. It's cool seeing all this stuff. Hello, Rachel, by the way. Rachel just joined us. Um. Oh wow,
Hello,
I didn't see that.
Rachel.
Thank you, friend.
Yeah, let's tune in a little bit. Can't play that. Look at that right there.
And did I see? Did Henry Cavill post a? I thought I saw. Did he post a thing? I thought I saw, was that him?
He might have. I can look at it.
I saw a posting. Sean Levy posted a thing about him. About him.
Oh, about Henry Cavill.
Yeah.
Let me see.
I thought he something about it, but because it would have been the same thing for him. You would have had to sit on that for for a long time.
Well, here's this little funny story. Henry Cavill smoked Wolverine's cigar for 8 hours straight on the Deadpool and Wolverine set and got sick to his stomach, says director Sean Levy. He kept that cigar lit and in his mouth for the entirety of the shoot day. I remember hearing the next day that Henry was sick to his stomach because he had been inhaling cigarette smoke for 8 hours straight, but never once did he waver. Man.
Listen, an occasional cigar smoker, that will do that to you. If you're supposed to just not inhale. And listen, if you're hardcore, you can inhale. You're insane. There's people that can do that.
Like Max Crosby on the Raiders,
right.
Ghost inhaling.
God. Yeah, you're hardcore if you can do that. But yeah, you're not supposed to have a cigar in your mouth all day. That's great.
For 8 hours, man.
Yeah,
jeez. Just thinking about that makes me ugh.
Yeah, that's harsh. But no, it's been fun. Yeah, seeing all this stuff. But yeah, you're right. There's I'm seeing I saw the whole, not the whole, but like him doing the yes.
Pumping those arms,
yeah,
baby.
yeah.
Pumping those arms.
I did not even catch that, man. That's very funny. But yeah, someone posted the dance doing the NSYNC kind of dance routine. Whoever, and it's not Ryan Reynolds from what I understand. It's like a dancer. Dancing to the NSYNC bye 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 and doing all the dances from the video. So I saw someone post that almost that entire like clipped all the dancing scenes together, like that posted that. I'm like, how did you get this? So it looked like real. It wasn't recorded from screen because it looks like the entire clip of just the dancing, unedited. So. And then, yeah, this is pretty great. Yeah, I love this. That was a really nice post.
I mean, I know Dwayne Johnson and Vin Diesel have made up, but like, man, like, it's awesome to see. Like, this one feels genuine,
Absolutely.
It feels real. Where the other one didn't. And like I said, look at that, man. Just them having so much fun, man. Has your opinions changed at all ever since you've watched it and as time has gone by?
No, it's still great. It's still great. I still think the first two are better. We didn't really get into any real negatives when we talked about it, but
well, let's get into some negatives. What didn't you like about Deadpool and Wolverine?
There's nothing as it's really just story wise and stuff. I wish they would have done. I think, and I know this thing got interrupted by strikes or maybe COVID or pandemic. I don't know. But
no, the strikes definitely.
The strikes, right? Yeah. So. Sorry. Yeah. Well, number one thing I'll say is Daphne Keene. That reveal, like, we talked about who we thought was going to be in it and not going to be in it. I didn't know she was going to be in it, but I knew. It was one of those where I wasn't surprised to see her.
Yeah.
So I wish they would have. First of all, I wish they would have kept that secret, or this goes into my story kind of issue. And again, it's not anything that took me out of the movie, but it's just something. Even kind of watching, I was kind of thinking, I wish they would have done that differently. But they're saying that that version of Logan was the worst one out of all of them, which
Yeah.
I didn't get that. I just felt like number one, that version of Logan is just Logan. Like it's literally Logan from the movie Logan. It's almost they got almost the exact same story. All the X Men get killed and he wasn't there. You know, so I kind of felt like that in that sense. He goes back and they tell him that his Logan is the anchor being, whatever they call it. Is that right? I can't remember. Anchor being, I think.
Yeah, his Logan is the anchor being, yeah.
Right. And he goes back, and it's a great scene. It's a funny scene. He goes back to try to get him, and goes to his grave, and it's just a skeleton. But I would have gone back to the beginning of Logan, like in the movie Logan, just gone back to that then, and gotten that Logan, and gone from there. And then from that sense, then you can get, and I would have had, maybe X-23, have her with them, and gone throughout the movie with those three. I think that would have been, in my opinion, that would have been. That's kind of what I was expecting. But I mean, like it still worked. But I just felt like this whole thing of like this is the worst Logan out of all of them. I'm like, no, he's the same. It's literally the same as all of them. Like, every version of Wolverine that we've seen.
Well, except this one, like, let his entire universe die, and essentially that was the X-Men.
Yeah,
like all of them.
That's what happened in Logan. This is exactly the same. You know what I'm saying? Like
Which
Logan.
I thought they were gonna do a different route with that. I was expecting like Wolverine got brainwashed or something and killed all of his X-Men. Kind of like what? Well, not kind of like what exactly what Professor Xavier did in Logan.
Right.
He had a seizure and he killed all of his X-Men.
And people thought it was Logan. It wasn't. So yeah, you're right.
Rachel, that's not how regenerative powers work. Oh, never mind.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. To your point.
Yeah.
About the criticism. The more you think about this movie, kind of like No Way Home, right? How dare I talk about No Way Home? But I mean, the whole setup behind that is just like, okay, we just need something to get these characters into the universe. It's just Doctor Strange does a spell, even though you could do it a totally different way.
Yeah.
When you think about the timeline and the rules, right? Logan takes place in 2028, I think,
something like
29,
that,
something like that. So when Deadpool travels, he finds, of course, Wolverine's skeleton. And then more time passes, and then we catch up with X-23, who's confirmed is in that universe where Logan takes place, which takes place in 2028, 29. Last we saw Logan.
Right.
But then when he jumps universes, like, is he jumping back in time to another time? Like, yeah. It's just some of the things there that the more questions I ask, the more I'm like, don't think that way, man. It's just a fun movie, okay? Stop.
Right.
But
right.
I also want to know how this is gonna go. The only way we can properly speculate is by having a clear understanding of what the rules are and how the characters where they're at, how that could impact them.
Mm-hmm.
You just gotta trust Kevin Feige, right? You gotta like say, nah, I had a good time. I really want to watch it again.
Sure.
I'm not gonna think about that. I'm just gonna wait for the next movie and do whatnot. Which, by the way, this movie is just about to pass $900 million. In fact, it may have done so already. Deadpool Wolverine crosses $900 million at the worldwide box office tonight. This was posted 11 hours ago. Of course, we don't have the updated final numbers because tonight hasn't finished yet. There's still screenings happening and whatnot. So that is very, very impressive. What do you think the total final box office for Deadpool and Wolverine is going to be? I was kind of teasing and saying like, oh, could it make $2 billion? I don't think it's going to make $2 billion.
yeah, I don't.
I'm gonna say
I think it will, but I won't be surprised if it does because there's not really anything the rest of the summer. I mean, nobody cares about aliens anymore. Um, and what's
I'm
the
more comfortable. I'm more comfortable with 1.5, 1.5 billion.
sure? Yeah, yeah, it's got to slow down eventually. I think, and
Yeah,
plus, it might have hit 2 billion if it came out like a month earlier, in June instead of July, because it's getting late. School's coming up soon. Some places are may have already started school, so
yeah,
that yeah might slow it down some. So, but I mean, there's people doing exactly what you said, going to see it obviously multiple times, seeing it second and third times. That's how you get to 1 billion. Is
sure.
everybody goes to see it at first, and then you get or after that you get the repeat viewings. So, um, yeah, I agree with you. Say about 1.5 sounds about right.
Rachel here in regards to
Mm.
our criticism slash questions. I don't think they were messing with time at all. Unlike the quantum realm, noting says nothing says you can enter at one point and exit at another point in time.
Yeah, I guess.
No, that's true.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm just so
But they also, again, I pointed out too. They said that that timeline's regenerating. So, it, well, that's where we ended up as far as the beginning. I mean, yeah, yeah, I guess.
and so I take it nothing bad happens, right? When you save people anymore, right?
Well, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know if you saw
Because
all
like
the branches from the, you know, I don't know. I don't know.
well, because Tony Stark was supposed to die, right? Like that's supposed to happen, and there's nothing. I mean, who's to say you can't just go save him now? Unless Tony Stark is in fact the anchor being for the MCU, and he. No, it wouldn't be an anchor being though. It would be a nexus point, right? A nexus event,
Next,
nexus event,
yeah, that's right. The Nexus event. That's right. Yeah,
or like that has to happen.
just a different thing. A thing that has to happen. Yeah, because they talked about that in obviously What If, and was there something else that was Doctor Strange talking about? Oh no,
Well,
that
yeah,
was
no,
Doctor Strange.
that was in Doctor Strange,
Yeah,
the episode that where
yeah.
he continues to use the powers and tries to save
His
Christine.
his his accident and Christine's death were
Yeah,
yeah.
man, that one took a dark turn.
Right.
Oh man. Anyways, so we'll see what's to come, but let's talk a little bit about what was. Apparently, this is what was the original storyline for Kang, and before Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor Doom. Avengers: The Kang Dynasty. In this film, the TVA began gathering anchor beings from across the multiverse, believing that they are the only ones powerful enough to defeat the Council of Kangs. Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield were the anchors for their respective realities, while Tom Holland's Spider-Man served as the anchor for Earth 616. The movie was intended to be smaller in scope compared to Secret Wars, focusing more on Holland's Peter Parker, Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, and other anchors like Nick Cage's Ghost Rider. The plan was for all of them to ultimately fail, leading to the collapse of the multiverse and for Kang's creation of Battleworld. This would then set the stage for Secret Wars, where other MCU characters and additional multiverse figures would converge on Battleworld.
Mm.
I had heard similar things like this. The opportunity for Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man and Hugh Jackman's Wolverine to be co-leads and to team up together um, would have been badass. Um,
Hmm.
yeah, what do you think about that? Would
Well,
that have been a good idea, or like more of rinse and repeat, like Infinity War Endgame?
my only issue with this is I don't see this is and I don't know my time to shine. That was it. What? Hello. My time. Maybe. Listen, I heard this. Now as you started reading it, and I was reading it. I was, okay, I did hear this. Someone else reported on this, and I think it was on the Weekly Planet, and they pointed out. And the only problem with this is, it's number one. Well, two problems. Number one, no one heard the term anchor being until Deadpool. like, like, so. But also, just you're picking out characters that we. Like, I mean, yeah, we don't. Yes.
It's a reason to get them all together. All the
Right, but these are all, I mean, people that we know, and like you could just say, okay, well, Peter Parker, Tobey Maguire, like Nick Cage's Ghost Rider, like I don't know, maybe this is true, maybe not. I
well,
think it's still
remember
kind of do this.
the director Sean Levy was briefly talking about how, or no, it was Ryan Reynolds, that a conversation did happen to bring Nick Cage's Ghost Rider back.
Okay.
So you read this and you're
All right.
like, okay, yeah, there's. I mean, it makes sense, right? Because I knew, and nobody believed that we saw the last of Peter Parker, Tobey Maguire, and Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, right? I mean, just the reception of No Way Home, how incredible they were, and how their characters were left off, right?
Yeah.
They went back to their universe. Like, I expect Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield to come back for Secret Wars.
Well, it sounds like Sony's trying to get them in the next Spider-Man. Marvel's,
Yeah.
like, no, maybe this is why they want. But yeah.
Oh, I like this, Rachel. I think T'Challa was the anchor being, quite literally, for the MCU's plans moving forward. Yep. And didn't they say that in the book, Keith? Didn't they say that?
Yep.
Chadwick Boseman. Yep.
Captain Marvel and I think Spider-Man were going to be there. The big three.
And they had to regenerate without him. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. That's why it's like, clearly they had big plans for him. And it's just, would it be disrespectful to recast Black Panther, T'Challa? Right?
Well, I'm hearing rumors that they are actually doing that. I think they maybe, and we talked about it when we reviewed Wakanda Forever. Maybe they just had to get that one out of the way because he is gone. And then I think he's an important character in Marvel Universe with comics and movies. Like Chad Boseman wouldn't want them to shelve the character just because he's gone. The character's got to be there. It's very, very important. In the Marvel Universe. So I think they should be. So, yeah, it would be very. And now obviously multiverse and variants and stuff. I mean, obviously they can, and not to mention that spoiler alert if you haven't seen Wakanda Forever, but it's revealed that he has a son named T'Challa. So also named T'Challa.
Yep.
So he's going to be back at some point eventually.
Going back to Kang here for a second. Some other things popped up as well that I thought were pretty interesting. Let me pull this one up real quick. So apparently Jonathan Majors filmed more scenes as Kang. Kang variant Immortus for Agatha, Coven of Chaos back in 2023. The show was supposed to reveal Immortus as the author of The Darkhold, the book of spells that corrupted Wanda. The scenes have since been cut.
That's interesting. That's too bad. That's interesting.
Buy or sell that this was supposed to happen, or is it just another crazy rumor? It makes sense.
It does make sense. I'm gonna buy. Because obviously that is one thing that I was hearing, that they were going to be sprinkling him throughout different projects leading up to Kang Dynasty. That was the first one. Kang Dynasty, yeah, Kang Dynasty, the Secret Wars, yeah. Um, so this, yeah, no, this definitely would have made sense. You know, see, that's what I mean. Now, speaking of recasting, I mean, they can. I don't think, I don't think they should get rid of this character of Kang. I really don't. I mean, I don't see, you know, why this actor should just, it shouldn't ruin the character just because of what happened with this actor. Um, I'm here. I've heard, and I'm sure we actually we definitely have talked about it with Coleman Domingo from Euphoria, and I mean other stuff, but I know he's in Euphoria. So, um, him being maybe recast in this role. I think they've talked to him. From what I've heard, he's obviously playing it pretty. I've heard. I saw a video of him talking about it. It was months ago, so I can't remember exactly what he said. But he's playing it pretty close to the vest. He's not revealing one or the other, but they can still use his character. I know we're focusing on Doctor Doom for now, but Kang can still have a big say in what's going on. So,
yeah, I don't know. I mean that, and that leads me into the next question right here, and other thing I saw from about a week ago. Shortly after Robert Downey Jr. got cast as Doom, TMZ caught up with Jonathan Majors and revealed that he is heartbroken with Doctor Doom replacing Kang. Major says he loves Kang and will return if Marvel lets him. Jonathan Majors, look. Not many people. I'm sure there's some people out there who feel this way, but I'll be the one to say it. There's something about that whole Jonathan Majors case that just doesn't feel right. It feels off. I'm not trying to pretend like I know everything that happened between Jonathan Majors and his former partner, but having done my research and kind of watched everything, just I don't know. There's something that just feels like he's.
You and I might be on the same page here.
The crime. Does the crime fit the punishment? Is what I'm saying. Like
I know what you're saying.
Is it like? I don't know. That's all I'm gonna say. Like,
I don't know exactly. Like it's.
I don't condone violence, especially when it comes to marital or like domestic violence and all that kind of stuff. But having looked at everything, it's like one of those things where like
it didn't seem as bad as it was being made to be. And I'll say that. I don't mind saying that. And that's
But back to this. How do they handle the Kang character? Because you can't just go forward and not address him, right? Or maybe you can. Maybe you can. For those of you who have seen Loki season 2, the way that ended, you can make the argument that the TVA was going to purge all the Kangs, right? They're going to hunt down all the Kangs variants and take over and get rid of them. Or does Marvel do something savage and have Robert Downey Jr.'s Doom take out all the Kang variants somehow?
That's the thing I was going to say. Kang versus Doom.
Kang versus Doom.
And that's got to be because Dr. Doom does not like it when there's people out there as powerful or more powerful than them. He joined the fight in the comics, in the Infinity Gauntlet story. He literally only joined that fight because it was all this talk about how powerful Thanos was with this Infinity
Yeah.
Gauntlet. And he's like, "How dare you? How dare there be someone out here who thinks he's more powerful than me?" You know, and that's the only reason he said fight. But that's how he is. So, um, yeah,
That's
I'm all
better.
for that. I think they should. I think they should work that in. And you're right. In Loki season 2, which is excellent. My favorite season 1 and 2, both my favorite thing post Endgame. Um, yeah, they're just tidily just wrapped up. All right, yeah, no problem. We're gonna wrap it up. We're taking care of all the other ones. You guys defeated that one again, and all the other ones we got it under control. Which obviously, seeing how powerful and how threatening that character was, we know they add that in later because of what they're doing with the character and what happened to the actor. We didn't say what's up to John Booth. John Booth is here. What's up, John Booth? Um,
What up, John Bruce? What's going on, man?
he asked earlier, "Who's our anchor being?" I'm gonna say John Booth. Kobe Bryant was our anchor because the world has just gone to shit ever since
Who
he
is
lost.
our anchor being? You said Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, yeah.
I
The
mean, you
world's
might
just
be.
completely
The
fallen
world
apart ever
has
since.
gone to shit since he.
So I'm gonna say Kobe Bryant. Rest in peace. Um, but
Actually, that lines up
right,
because he
January
passed.
2020.
He passed in January 2020.
It's been
Something happened in
awful ever since.
February. What happened in February? Something happened.
Shoot, what did happen? I mean,
Didn't it feel like something happened in February 2020? Like, okay, Kobe passed in January. The COVID
this is kind
like
of in
just
March.
exploded in March.
Yeah,
I feel like something happened in February.
it started in February, and everything started shutting down in March. I would say, but yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, it went global in March. But yeah, I can't remember. Um, I turned 41 February 2020. That happened. But yeah, I don't know. But I mean, it's all been downhill ever since Kobe passed away, January 26th.
Yeah.
But he might have been our anchor being him.
Oh, didn't the 49ers lose the Super Bowl to the Kansas City Chiefs?
Sure. Yes, the first time.
That was a oh,
And they
that
had
was a rough. That's what it was for me. The 49ers losing to the Kansas City Chiefs pre Taylor Swift.
Yes, and they had that one. They were leading.
We had both of them. Okay. Like when
Yeah,
football
you're right.
ramps
Yeah,
back
sure.
up, we'll dedicate some time to football. I'm still not over it.
Yeah.
I'll just say this, like I don't care. Like I don't care about any regular season wins. I know the 49ers are going to get it to the playoffs. I just have to sit
Yeah.
and wait 18 weeks. Oh, the 49ers won again. Great. Who cares? Just get to the playoffs. Can we skip to
Yeah.
there? I just want us to get back. But anyways,
Oh, started with Montreal, the Canadians in the Stanley Cup final that year. I don't even remember that. That was that. Wow. Okay. Anyway, sorry, but
oh, it's okay. It's okay.
yes, I do remember. Yeah, Tampa Bay. Yes, yeah, I do remember that. Tampa Bay Light. Okay. But so we're talking about Kang. But yeah, they're purging all the Kang. It seems like he's way too powerful for them to just be like, yeah, the TVA took care of it, right? Like there'd be some Kang variants out there that there's no way they would be able to stop without, some even as powerful as TVA is. So there's no reason that we couldn't recast it. There can't be some variants that are not Jonathan Majors if they want to move on from him, like completely. So start with.
What if it's what if they do a straight up carbon copy of the opening to Infinity War? where you just see Kangs on the ground,
Oh man,
destruction,
and
and
Doctor
then you
Doom.
see Doctor Doom, and then Robert Downey Jr. literally says, "Hear me and rejoice," and everyone
I'm
in
not
the
mad at
audience
that.
is like, "Yeah."
I'm not mad at that. Send it Marvel. Clip this out. Send it to Marvel HQ. Send it to Kevin
There we
Feige.
go.
Yeah,
Shoot.
not mad at that at all. Doctor Doom.
Right?
Like his suit, because the suit would just be flying. He would just land with his flying suit there, and just land right in the middle of it. Yeah, yeah, I like that. I like that a lot.
That's yeah. Um
Mm.
I was trying to find it online, but there's a funny meme where like Marvel has the opportunity to cast Terrence Howard as Kang,
Okay,
even though it'd be stupid and wouldn't make sense at all. I think it'd be
listen,
kind of funny.
please do. And now, see, now I want that. Please do that. That's hilarious. Well, I don't. But do people remember that he was the original roadie? I mean, besides we know, and people who. But like, I wonder if mass audiences would even remember. I think they could get away with that. I'm not mad at that either. Listen, I am not mad at that.
Marvel has a chance to do the funniest thing ever: recast Jonathan Majors Kang with Terrence Howard, who himself was replaced by Tom Cheadle. And what if Terrence Howard Kang ends up killing Don Cheadle's roadie?
They owe him. Well, you're right. Or they let him kill Doctor Doom, the Robert Downey Jr. Doctor Doom. Listen, they owe him. They owe him that, man. Like, he was. I don't blame him for his position. He was an Oscar winner. At the time, coming off his Oscar, he wanted his money. Pay him as such. Because look what they're doing now. Robert Downey Jr. won his Oscar. The guy's getting $50 million for. So I don't know, but yeah, that would be fun.
Oh man, 5 years ago, Mahershala Ali was announced as Blade.
Look at that. Isn't that crazy? I like the
5 years
cool
to the
logo.
day. Man.
Speaking of Oscar winners, just a 2-time Oscar winner, and they're giving him a hard
And they
time.
can't figure it out, man.
Right.
What is going on?
Dude,
Oh,
Kevin
man.
Feige said he blew him away with his pitch. Whatever it was, I don't understand what's the problem. Like whatever it was, like it's not between him and Feige. There's other stuff getting in the way between those two, and it's frustrating because literally Feige said he blew him away with his pitch.
Oh, look at that. You got people wearing Black Widow hats. Like that's how far back this goes. Okay.
Right.
Like,
do I see Jeremy Renner back there? Too?
yeah, to the left.
Yeah. So
For his Hawkeye
pre-accident.
series. Yeah.
Jeremy Renner, he's okay. Yeah, man.
Oh man.
No, well, it's only one blade apparently. Maybe there really is only one blade. One ever will be one blade. No.
Let's see what else. Okay. Disney related. This pisses me off right here. Disney will raise its prices. Ad tier now goes to $7.99 a month from $7.99 a month to $9.99 a month.
What?
Ad tier goes from $13.99 to $15.99. Now, I'll be honest with you, Keith. The only reason why I still have Disney Plus is for my beautiful 5-year-old niece. So she can literally watch whatever she wants and have the luxury and fruits that we didn't have growing up with one TV in the house and no such thing as press the guide button. No, it was TV guide. You had to flip through the damn thing and find what was on. Anyways.
Or the TV guide channel. Remember that channel?
The TV guide channel, and it would slowly go up and play some music, and you're just, it's like you're watching, and that just.
If you missed your thing, whatever channel you have, if you missed it, you got to sit there for another like minute and a half, 2 minutes. Damn it.
What do you have? The Disney Plus package? Or do you have a Hulu Plus or something? Or
I have the Hulu, yeah, the Disney Plus and Hulu thing. So they combined it because I had Hulu already, so they combined it. Um, it's irritating,
yeah,
but I have ads. I'm not paying. I'm not giving them extra for ads. So it's a
my
minute. Just a minute and a half for ads. Not a big deal. It's whatever.
yeah, my niece was like, no ads, Uncle Gio, no ads, and I'm just like,
Well, okay.
all right, fine, you can have no ads.
Yeah, that's annoying because now somebody else just added. Who has ads now? Prime Video. Yeah, Prime Video has ads now. They're all there. They're all.
They're always in their prices. It's not just Disney Plus. You got to decide at what point is it time to like start cutting cords, so to speak.
Like we did. Yeah, yeah. Because I'm paying nearly just about as much as I was paying for cable at this point. So.
Or just rotate every month.
Sure.
This month is Netflix month. Okay, I'm gonna cancel it. Next month is Prime Video, because I mean everyone has Amazon Prime, so it's not like that's kind of the exception.
Yeah.
Maybe it's Disney Plus next month, and then the following month it's Max, the one to watch.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I'm gonna have to drop that until Last of Us comes out.
After I watch that Steven Soderbergh movie, though, I want to watch that movie first.
Oh, that's
the one that released a few years ago. Yeah.
Oh, you mean right. I thought you meant the new.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, yeah, 100%. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, I was just thinking about this today. Actually, yeah, I might have to right now. I would keep Umbrella Academy is about to come out on Netflix, so I have to keep that. Netflix they've bounced back. They've added a lot of stuff that they didn't have a few years ago. Added a lot more stuff. So I would probably keep Netflix.
Yeah,
and probably this and cut everything else. Peacock is good. It's only $5, so I don't mind. I'll probably keep that, but yeah, everything else.
Before we wrap it up real quick, let's quickly talk about the Batman spinoff that's releasing. It's called Penguin.
Yes.
Have you seen it? Have you seen the trailer?
I haven't watched the most. I think there's a new one that came out, right? I haven't watched that. There was one from a few months ago. I watched that.
Oh, perfect. That's this one. Let's watch it, shall we? Okay. Here it is. You may have seen this already, but here's the latest trailer from the Batman spinoff, Penguin, starring Colin Farrell, reprising his role.
Hi, I'm Colin Farrell. Check out the trailer for my new series, Penguin.
Trust me, it's just the beginning. Come on. You can help me out.
Life is just a dream.
You promised me, Oswald.
I know, man.
I deserve a better life.
I'm working on it. World ain't set up for the honest man to succeed. That should be the American dream right there. Beautiful story with a happy ending. But that ain't the way the world works. America's a hustle.
Woo.
Not that I'm complaining.
Penguin, you waltzing in here like you mean something. We're in the middle of a gang war.
Carmine Falcone's
Oh, hey.
If we don't protect what's ours, we just look weak. The streets are talking again. There's only one man big enough to run this city.
Do you remember Carmine's door?
Oh, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Sophia, that's her
still
name.
at
Arkham?
Woo.
No. I've been
here playing a dangerous game with his family aunts. You think I want Sophia Falcone knocking on my door?
She is the hangman.
Oh,
You're really after us.
Clancy Brown.
She's gonna tear down the empire from the inside out. I love this. Whoever controls the drug business controls the streets. I'll be running the whole damn trade.
I got ambition. I can help you.
Hey! Feel alive, Vic, huh? Feel your heart beating?
The city is meant to be yours, sweetheart. What are you gonna do to get it?
Trust me. It's just the beginning.
Yeah. Oh, next month, baby. Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh man. That so we're getting the Penguin, Cobblepot versus Falcone. It looks like. Oh man.
That's what a great. I'm glad it's not a prequel. Yeah, that's good because obviously Falcone's gone.
Yeah.
The other one, Maroney, I think his name is. He's gone.
Maroni. Yeah, because that was the whole plot of the Batman, right? The
Right.
whole the infamous bust of Gotham that the Maroni,
Right.
family.
Which obviously turns out that Falcone's working with the police to set that up
Yeah.
so that he could take over. But Tim 2 gone. Yeah, Penguin's the big man. This is I like this. And Falcone's daughter. I wonder if absolutely John Bruce. I will be absorbing that also. I wonder if Sophie. I'm sorry. Zoe Kravitz might make an appearance as Falcone's other daughter.
Who?
Zoe Kravitz. Remember that? That's the big reveal. Is that?
Oh yeah. Zoe Kravitz, Selena Kyle. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So yes,
What
I think Selena Kyle. Yeah. I wonder about that because I forgot, and I love this actress, Kristen
Milioti from How I Met Your Mother, Palm Springs,
still Mother, and How I Met Your Mother,
The Wolf of Wall Street. She was Jordan Belfort's
first wife. That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
This is a different role for her. She's gonna get crazy. Well, I haven't seen her work in Black Mirror or any of that, so.
Oh, I didn't know she's in that. I gotta look for that.
She has credits on that, yeah, but
okay. She's awesome. I love her. She's really great in everything. So,
Clancy Brown is playing Salvatore Maroni.
Oh, so we're getting some flashbacks, huh? Okay, I like that. Wow, Clancy Brown. Huh? Okay.
Did Salvatore Maroni die in the Penguin?
They never showed him. No, he was dead already. Yeah, so they never showed him, but. He was in the Dark Knight trilogy, played by Tom Wilkinson. That was, I'm sorry, not Tom Wilkinson. He was Falcone. He was Roberts. Eric Roberts played in the Dark Knight movies.
Yeah, that's right. He was.
They dropped him off
from one man to another. If you're gonna threaten somebody, make sure you pick a higher spot.
Yes.
A fall like this won't kill me. I'm counting on it.
Yes.
And drops.
Yes. Yeah. So yeah, man, this was great. I mean, September 19th, I would have said that. Yeah, come on. Yes. That's awesome. So okay,
look,
now I have to keep Max. I just said I was gonna let Max go. So
yeah, I gotta keep him too. I like this direction. I like what DC is so far. Okay, like yes, I know it's not James Gunn, but it's still very much DC property. Okay, the Reeves verse, Matt Reeves. Okay,
yeah.
Like put some respect on his name. Like this guy, deserves to, deliver us his beautiful universe that he has. But I like this direction right here. I like that it's tying in, and Otherwise, we would be waiting what 5 years to get a sequel to the Batman. So, which apparently Batman's supposed to make an appearance in this series, which wouldn't surprise me. Taking place I think a week after the Batman movie. So,
Oh, okay.
it's around that time. Yeah. Um, but do you like this direction? I think
Yeah.
it's great. Yeah.
Yes, I wish they would. I know they got to do all the crazy Superman and all the crazy stuff, but I wish there would be more of just this grounded kind of stuff. I don't know. I've heard there's still. I can't remember. It might be Matt Reeves himself. I can't remember who's. I heard someone talk about the idea that this Batman would take place in the crazy, fantastical universe stuff. I hope not. But also, I don't want there to necessarily be two Batmans. Although I guess maybe there will be. I know they're doing Brave and Bold. So I don't know. But I'd like to just. I'd like. It's more closer to the. I'm letting go. I know it's not the Nolan. I'm not saying I'm not holding on to the Nolan trilogy. I understand that, but I do like the more grounded, less fantastical Batman. I like both, but I like to see a pretty grounded, just crime stuff, street gang, mobs, all that stuff. Batman universe, Batman villains. Which, by the way, speaking of that, and I'm glad you because that reminded me. Because it's the thing I wanted. I can't find the article. It was in Empire, but Todd Phillips said this Joker is not going to be Crown Prince of Crime.
Okay, so he's basically just a failed comedian then.
That's what I'm saying. I gotta say, that's dropped my interest a lot. Actually, honestly, I was disappointed to read that. I'll send you the article.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't like that. I don't like that. That's the number one thing. Ever since we walked out of Joker, that's the thing I've been saying. It's like this is not. I want to see crime, criminal mastermind Joker, man. And I knew I'm like this guy is not that. Like you said, just a fail. So he's just a
failed comedian
failed
with
comedian who's kind of
heavy mental issues. Yeah.
Man.
Which I don't want to keep building. I don't want to keep beating a dead horse, but
yeah.
That's what David Ayer was going for with Jared Leto's Joker.
Okay.
He was very much a gangster, right? He was somebody that could walk up into a nightclub and literally buy out a crime boss's debt and use the victim for his own gain, and stuff like that.
Had the streets respect. It had all the whole underworld's respect.
Hell, remember Common and his the rapper Common and his cameo, and he was just like kissing up to Joker and like, dude, like
scared of him.
Yeah, nobody wants to mess with you, and that's.
I want that,
but yeah.
Hey, I'm still gonna see Joker. What's it called? Fully Adieu. I'm still gonna see it.
Yeah, it's October, right?
Yeah, October.
So we're getting some DC. We got Cape Crusader this month. The Batman Cape Crusader with Bruce Timm. Yeah, Bruce Timm, the original showrunner for the '90s Batman series that everyone loves. Also, Matt Reeves is involved in that. So I have to check that out. And then next month we get the Penguin. Yes. And then the month after that we get Joker Fully I Do. So
October 4th. Yeah,
we're getting some DC work here. So it's pretty cool, man.
Yeah. We didn't get much. I know. Are they still doing Fandom or no?
I don't think so. I haven't heard anything about it, but man, wasn't that great? DC Fandom.
Yeah. No, I wish they were. They didn't really reveal too much at Comic-Con. James Gunn revealed the logo, the new DC logo, which is pretty cool. It's like the old school '70s logo. It's pretty cool. Yeah, and I was shooting Superman, but it wasn't much. I guess
wasn't that so much fun, man? Shoot, man, what? I don't understand why they never brought that back.
What do you mean? like DC Fandom. That was pretty cool.
I loved it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just that whole I mean, that was perfect right there. And I remember that first year was just so much excitement.
The Batman trailer for that movie, that's where we first saw that. That was, man.
The Batman trailer. I mean, at the time, Wonder Woman 84 and that, oh my God, like,
Oh, yeah.
looked amazing. James Gunn's The Suicide Squad was on the way.
That's where they announced
Snyder Cut. Yeah.
The
The
Snyder
whole
Cut
thing.
in Black Adam. That's the thing Black Adam stuff came out there.
Yeah, they were teasing that. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Man, why don't they bring this back? God.
Maybe saving money, I guess. I know they're cutting costs all over the place at WB. So, but yeah, it's pretty cool.
I mean, that's literally like, I don't know. I mean, Hall H Comic Con is always going to be special, but like, this is 24-hour event, uninterrupted. Don't have to share the spotlight with anybody. But
yeah,
you know, hey, it was fun while it lasted. So got that. All right. Well, I think that's gonna do it for us this week. Keith, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you always hanging out with us. By this time next week, it's either going to be Wednesday or Thursday. Probably Thursday, because I will be at my new assignment, and there's a chance I could be in New York. So,
oh wow, okay.
There's a hotel right on Times Square, so that's it's going to be exciting. But
okay.
Nevertheless, this was fun, and yeah, I'm gonna go check out the Batman Cape Crusader. I'm curious about that.
All right,
and go check that out. And appreciate everyone stopping by. Rachel, Booze, Star Drew, that other person who was watching. I appreciate all you guys. We appreciate you. And tune in next week and join the conversation. And again, if there is something on Twitter, something on X that you think we might be interested in discussing on the show, shoot me a DM. You guys have me on Twitter, X. Share something. Bring it to our attention.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll talk about it. Who knows? But that's going to do it. You guys be safe. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week.